What's up YouTube, Dale here from Z4 Games, and tonight we are going to be opening up 2 Grand Creator boxes. This introduces us to 3 brand new art types in the form of Brave tokens, which pretty much dominate the box. You've got the Exo Sisters down here, and then of course you've got the Punks up here. On top of that, we also get Inzektor reprints and the brand new world exclusive Inzektor spell. With all of that out of the way, please smash that like button, hit that notification bell and subscribe so you do not miss out on any of the profiles coming from this set. With all of that out of the way, let's dive headfirst into the first box. Now this is the box where it is 7 cards per pack, 6 of those cards will be rares, and then you get a chance of an ultra rare, which is 3 ultra rares per box in the UK and Europe, and then it is 4 ultra rares per box in the States. However, it is a ratio of 1 every 3 boxes for a collector's rare in Europe, and it is 1 in 3 for the United States. So, 24 packs, let's get cracking. Obviously everyone's going to be after the Brave tokens in this set, and I'm quite interested in the Inzektors, and I'm also quite interested in the Brave tokens. So, zooming in, we are starting off with Inzektor Hornet as a nice reprint, Star Adjuster, Hidden Armor, Zolam, the Dark Palace, so this is one of the Brave tokens or Adventure tokens field spells, Inzektor Exobeetle, Torrential Tribute, and Exo Sister Vadis. Now I'm not going to go over all of the cards' effects, I'll do that during profiles, but ideally the Vadis lets you special summon 2, I believe it is 2 Exo Sister monsters from the deck that mention each other in their text. But you destroy them during the end phase. So it's just basically Exo Sisters rely on XYZ during your opponent's turn. Jadel, the Noble Arms of Light, which is, of course, a adventure token. Punk, I'll put the Punks up here. Starlit Papillon, which again is a adventure token. Inzektor Sword, Rising Carp, Inzektor Caspitel, and XYZ Universe as a super reprint. Again, I'm not going to go over everything in too much detail because then obviously the video will take forever, but I will go into detail during the profiles, and at least that way you know exactly what you're looking for. So we've got the Draco back, so this is one of the, was it 7, 8 cards? I think it's an 8 card engine, no 9 card engine for the adventure tokens, so that's kind of cool getting that one. That basically provides you a bounce during your turn. Inzektor Stag, Hidden Armory, Psychic Wielder, Psychic Tracker, Rise Bell, and Zektrike Kuyu Oil. So this is the brand new spell for the Inzektors, and it basically allows you to send another Zektor card from your hand or face up to the field, and then activate one of the effects. You choose an Inzektor monster from your deck and either special summon it or equip it to an Inzektor. You can also equip one Inzektor equip spell from your deck to an Inzektor monster you control. So it's actually really good for the deck. It doesn't make them top tier because they do need a card that basically says your Inzektors when equipped can't be targeted or something like that. It means they protect from Veilers and Imperms, but still very, very good. Inzektor Ladybug, another nice reprint. Thunder Discharge, which is a Brave token. I keep calling it Brave token, but Adventure token. Another one of the Punks. Inzektor Centipede, which is a nice reprint for the art type. Insect, Zalem, and Exo Sister Jibrin, I believe. But yeah, so the Inzektors are missing 2 of the big, the main deck effect monsters. I think it's Mantis and like Giga something. I haven't played Inzektors before, but I saw a video and I like, these are pretty cool. So we've got Castel and we've got Stormstrike, which is actually a really nice rare reprint. You can also get it as a collector's rare, so it's definitely something to keep your eyes out on if you are interested in that. Draco back, Torrential, Hornet, Exo Sister Carp DVM, and Nulpunk Z Amin. Apologies if I butcher these names, but the Punks are basically a psychic archetype that, I mean, I don't really know exactly what they do. They seem to be very difficult to kind of operate, so I will probably leave that for a friend of mine to build. E-Telly, hopefully coming back to 3 on the next list. Zalem, Gagapunk, Crash Beat, Exo Sisters Armament, Forest of the Lost Flowers, which is basically the other field spell for Brave tokens. And then Magicore, Warrior of the Relics. So Brave token monster, but it's one that you very rarely would summon unless you're playing pure Brave tokens. The engine pretty much is, sadly, in this set is 3 ultras, super and a rare. Ties of the Brethren for Exosisters, Wild Picking, Insect Imitation, Exobeetle, Sword, Carpe Diem, and XYZ Universe. So you can kind of see that all of the reprints pretty much theme themselves to specific art types within the set, which is cool, but it just depends on if you're getting the reprints that the deck needs. So, like, I think with the Insectors, arguably, they should have reprinted all of them. I think it's a bit harsh they haven't. Exo-Sister Stellar. So, I think the sisters, there's 4 sisters, 2 are super, 2 are rare, and then the XYZs, I believe there's 1 rare, 2 supers, and an ultra. And then they have a spell, which is a really good quick play spell, which is a ultra as well. Solemn Strike, so I've seen that you probably get like a play set from a box, which is really cool, even though it's had a rare print. Another relic. Obviously the chase cards are the effect monster and the spell card, so it's like the Rite of Armatitia and the water spellcaster for Brave tokens or adventure tokens. Gregapole, Jury Punk, there we go. X-Dag, Tracker, and Madam Spider. I actually really like the artwork, like how colourful the punks are. And I actually really like, they're based on apparently, I think it's Japanese tradition, apologies if it's not exactly correct. So like the theme behind it's really cool. It's just disappointing that it doesn't actually, at current, I don't believe they do a lot. So there's a second sister, Arene. They basically, all the Exo-Sisters, they mention a counterpart in their names. And then when you have counterparts, you get to special summon them, you get to do additional effects. So Armory Call, Ties, Castel, Crash Beat, Torrential, Caspitel. Oh yeah boy! Water Enchantress of the Temporal! So this is the monster that you want. So if you control an adventure token, you special summon this card from the hand. You can banish this card from the hand or graveyard to add a Rite of Armatitia from the deck or graveyard to the hand. If you control an adventurer token, you can place 1 field spell that mentions adventure tokens from your deck face up into the field zone. Only use each effect once per turn. Now the idea behind this is, if you open it up and you don't have the spell, you banish it from the hand to get the spell. If you do open it up and you already have the spell as well, is you can activate the Brave token, do all of your combos to get the Omni Negate under Nibiru, and then you can special summon this as a free monster. Like, it doesn't actually do anything. Or you can banish it to search you out the spell as a follow-up. So yeah, that's a really cool ultra to get. That one comes in Collector's Rare, and so does the spell. It was actually that good in the OCG that it's already, like, both of them are already semi-limited. So, I mean, like, look at this artwork. This artwork is really cool. So, yeah, we're now onto the second half of the box. It seems like the right side has 2 ultras in it. We'll be able to see if that's the same from the other box as well. So, we've got the Insector Sword, Gokipole, Judy Punk, Exostag, Tracker, Hornet, and another relic. So, we've got a playset of relics. These boxes are also quite weird as well. It's like sometimes you'll find a box that have none of the supers and you're like, oh, it's short print. And then in the next box, you'll get like 3 of them. So. Hopper, Nyan, Centipede, Papillon, Irene, Armory Call, and Asphel. It's also a very difficult kind of pack to justify buying single packs from, because like there's only 3 rares 3 ultra rares a box, so it's very difficult for you to get your value out of the box. But it's kind of employed to make you buy boxes, because then the idea is you buy a box, you've got more chance, you're going to guarantee to get 3 ultras, and at the start the ultras can be pretty high, and then later on in the sim they can be high as well. There's a Wandering Griffin Rider, so this is the Omni Negate. I'm surprised this didn't get Collector Rare, but basically during the main phase, if you control no monsters or control an adventure token, you can special summon this card from the hand. When a card effect is activated while you control an adventurer token quick effect, you shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do, negate that activation. And if you do that, destroy that card. So basically this lets you shuffle this card back into the deck, so you recycle it, and then you get to go again if you search it off of the continuous spell. So you can kind of see where the synergy comes from with the Brave tokens. Papillon, Ladybug, Rising Carp, Armory Call, Noble Arms, Forest, and Gaguku Punk Wagon. So, like I said, I really want to look into the punks, but I just don't feel that even with the new card they get in May, they're not really playable. I think Exo-Sister's probably got the best new card. So, Insect Imitation, Hopper, Exo-Sister Armament, Italy, Adjuster, Gokipole, and Exo-Sister Elise. So I think we're missing one of the Effect Monster Sisters. One of the XYZs is an Ultra, so obviously that's going to be a little bit tricky to get. But Solemn Strike, Exo Sister Capital, Irene, Castell, Thunder Charger, Hopper, and Nupunk Z Amin. I don't remember. Like the Punk Synchro isn't a collector's rare, which is a bit sad. I think it's either Amin or Gon are the collector rares, which will be interesting. Dracoback, Nyan, Torrential, Rising Carp, Tracker, Exorcister. Oh no, it is a collector's rare. Damn, sorry about that. Called that one wrong. Wow. Yuki Punk Amazing Dragon. This actually looks awesome. I'm trying to get so I've got it on manual focus. I'm going to try and focus it up so you can kind of see it. I've definitely gone the wrong way. There we go. This actually looks really cool because like the dragon itself has got no detail and it's just flush. But then you can kind of see the detail in the background and then the portals as well. It looks really cool. It's really clean as well. I like that. I mean, it's not the collector's rares you want. Like value-wise, it's not going to break the bank for you. However, that's actually really good. I like the look of that. I thought it wasn't a collector's rare, so apologies on that. Let's try and fix this and get Castell back into focus. So we should pretty much be dead on the packs now. There shouldn't really. We've got 2 more packs left. Apart from something unbelievably amazing, we shouldn't really see anything more. But to be fair, the 2 Ultras, the fact we've got 1 Inzektor spell and then a collector's rare is actually really good. Dragonfly also comes as a collector's rare, which is pretty cool. So unless you've got a broken box, that should do it for this box, and we can move on to box number 2. Boom. Elise. Okay. That's not bad. That's kind of cool. I don't mind that. I think collector-wise value of that box, probably not the highest. I think the Effect Monster definitely saved it and made it a bit more worth it in a sense. Like it kind of saved that. And the collector's rare isn't greatest, but it's still collector's rare. So and it looks amazing. I'm actually really happy with that. So let's move on to box number 2 and kind of go from there. Now, obviously, the best thing about this is the ratios for the UK. Like I said, you should get 4 collector rares a case, and a case is 12 packs. So in theory, it should be 1 in 3. So we've already beaten that because we're only going to open up 2. So it's a 1-to-2 ratio. That's pretty cool. And then we're still looking for more of the adventure or the Brave token stuff. So it'd be cool to see what we get. Punks, I'm not going to go through all of the rares. We've pretty much gone through all of them now. Like once you've done one box, you pretty much see all of the rares. It did look like we got a playset of strikes, which is great. So now it's literally just ultras and collectors and supers. So Stella, and kind of making sure that we've got the same ratios that we need. Hey, that's the one I wanted. So we've got the Exorcista Michalis. So this one is basically the more powerful one of the XYZs at the moment. So during your turn, you get to target one card your opponent. The turn it is XYZ summoned. You've got a quick effect as long as it's been used with an Exorcista monster. Target one card your opponent controls or in their graveyard and banish it. You can detach one material from this card to add an Exorcista spell or trap from your deck to the hand. So that's pretty cool. And the fact that it has a quick effect that turn, it doesn't need to detach. So that's actually really nice. That's one of the ones that I personally wanted. I think that's the one you're going to be, like, I assume you're going to be running the XYZs at like 2s, give or take. And there's a Punk Madam Spider. So that's definitely going to be the one you want. You want the spell as well. Like the spell's crazy good. It's a quick play that basically just lets you add a Exorcista card. Ooh, this is cool. It's the first one I'm seeing. Got Summon Strike there. So yeah, it lets you add a Exorcista card from the deck to the hand. It's a quick effect, and if you add a monster, you can special it as long as you have a Exorcista in the graveyard that is listed in the monster you searched. So it's not like a starter on its own. It does need some setup, but Exorcista at least. And then the Exorcistas have, I think it's got one card that lets you put an Exorcista card back to the bottom of the deck and draw a card. It's got one that just lets you draw a card outright. Punk, Dangerous Gate. And then I believe there's another 2 as well. But they basically, each of them list a counterpart and then you just summon them, which is cool. HRC Universe. So I mean, this is the part, like after so once I go through this box, at a certain point when you're like, yeah, cool, I've seen the Ultras, I've got what I've seen, or I've pulled the Collector's Rare, it then gets very, very difficult, which is what I'm saying is, there's only 3 packs out of 24 packs that if you bought them singularly is worth the time and the money. Do you put it in? We've only seen one ultra, so again, this is the right hand side. If this one's an ultra rare, maybe they're mirrored, or maybe they're kind of like stacked in one way or another. It is. Oh wow, it's an ultra. Damn, I didn't think this was an ultra. Okay, that's interesting. So we've got Exo Sister Sophia. I think this is one that lets you draw. Yeah, so if you control another Exo Sister monster, you can draw one card. Then if you control Irene, you gain 800 life points. If your opponent moves a card or cards out of either graveyard, except during a down state, you can special summon from the extra deck an Exo Sister monster using this face-up card you control as material. Only use each effect once per turn. Now obviously the monsters themselves are all pretty weak. They're only like 800 attacks, give or take. But the idea is pretty much that I think Arlene's lets you special summon itself if you control Sophia. So you can kind of see where they... And then one of them's like, if you control another Exo Sister, you can special summon this card from the hand. So it's definitely a deck that I need to look into more. And I like the concept behind it. And I like how they're trying to make it... kind of... I say like Zodiacs. But what I mean by that is one material can make an XYZ. So... there's a Stella. I couldn't believe it was an Ultra, damn. So that means the Exo Sisters have 3 Ultras. I'm pretty sure I said this in the video yesterday. But Exo Sisters have 3 Ultras. The Brave tokens or Adventure tokens have like 4 Ultras. And then Inzectors have 1 Ultra. And Punks have 2 Ultras, I believe. So, Judy Punk Gaboo. So we're pretty much, and this is what I'm saying, like, so the rest of the box is now like, okay, do you get a collector's rare or do you get an ultra? Now obviously on the previous box, we got a collector's rare on our left hand side, which is pretty cool. So I don't know if that's going to be the same for everything, but we do still know that we have at least 1 ultra or a collector's rare on the left hand side of the box. So again, like I did in the previous video, there's no point in me going through all the rares, there's no point in me going over any more of the supers. We've pretty much seen them all. It's just digging for the ultra rare. Jabrin, which isn't too bad. So we're going to keep on trucking. I think the collector's rare was No Punk Armin was like the 3rd pack. What we've got? So we've got 4 packs left. Now I'm pretty sure that it was the ultra rare was this pack. Now I'm not, again, this is only a very small test. Oh, Exorcist pack collector's rare. Yo! I was like, hang on, this is supposed to be an ultra. Look at that, so you can see it in the light how it like fans in the background. Yo, so the collector's rare was the 4. Ah, that's interesting. 2 collector's rare from 2 boxes though, bro. We'll take that all day to the bank. So basically this one is during the main phase, pay 800 life points, add an Exo Sister card from your deck to the hand, except itself. Then if you add in a monster by this effect, you can special summon it if you either control or in your graveyard you have a Exo Sister that lists a counterpart in its name. So that's pretty cool. XYZ Universe. So yeah, alright, so 4th pack on the left. I don't know, we'll give it a go. Gone. And final pack. Don't know, it matters. Vadis. Wow, okay, cool. 2 boxes. I mean, I kind of feel that even with the collector's rare, the issue with a set like this is you really struggle to kind of make it worthwhile because you're getting, like, you lose an ultra spot. So like to me, America have got more of a chance of completing an engine because they've got more ultras. So technically from a case, if they get 4 ultras a box, including collector, so we'll include collector res in it. So we get 3 per box, so we get 36, and then America would get 48. So America actually they get 1 less chance of getting a collector's rare, but they get much more options to get the additional ultra rares to complete like the engines. So yeah, that's actually really cool. I'm kind of happy with that. So ultra rare wise, I think we've got the Inzector one, which is really, really cool. We've got the 1 effect monster, and then I pretty much got like, that was an Exo Sister box. Like I got a collector's rare, and then I got 2 of the Exo Sisters as well. And it's obviously jumping out of focus because I moved them up. But yeah, I think that's kind of cool. I got a really cool looking collector's rare, so that's awesome as well. And I'm kind of go from there. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. If you want to see profiles from all of these art types, including the Inzectors, then make sure you smash that like button and subscribe so you do not miss out on the upcoming content. With all of that out of the way, guys, thank you so much for watching, and as absolutely always, stay safe and happy dueling!